Hi, in today's lesson, I'm going to give you some tips on how to get a better grade in the IELTS reading test. The reading test for both academic and general lasts for 60 minutes and has 3 sections and 40 items. So what are the major challenges with IELTS reading test? Well, the main challenge is the lack of time. You should finish all 40 questions in the time given. Also the length of text, especially in academic IELTS. You simply do not have time to slowly read every word. Therefore, you might not understand every word. Some question types can be more challenging than others, and these two often come up as more challenging. That is, matching headings and true or false or not given questions. But you need to be familiar with all question types. So matching headings and true, false or not given might be more time consuming, and sometimes a challenge is unfamiliar topics and therefore vocabulary. So let's look at one of these types of questions in more detail. Matching headings. When this type of question comes up, it will appear as the first set of questions for the passage. It doesn't always appear, but when it does, it is the first set of questions. It is a really good idea to do the questions in order because matching headings requires a lot of reading. Therefore, it gives you a much better sense of what the text is about before you move on to the second set of questions. So usually, though not always, an example is given. It's a waste of time looking at all of the paragraphs for all the headings when one of them has already been done. You would not be expected to use a heading again unless explicitly told to. So pay attention. Has an example already been given? If so, cross out the heading and cross out the number of that paragraph. You do not need to spend time on the example that's already been provided. My recommendation is that you immediately should start with the text. Survey and skim read the passage. Look for any clues, a title, pictures, maybe even a glossary. All of these things take a matter of seconds, and what you're doing is immediately opening up what the text is about and understanding the context of the text. By skim reading, you'll have a better understanding of the organization of the complete text. So my recommendation is that you start with the text. Then you should read through the headings and underline key words. One challenge can be the use of synonyms. Underline the keywords, and as you do so, consider the synonyms. Next, my advice is that you locate and underline topic sentences. What is a topic sentence? Well, it's normally the first sentence in a paragraph that tells you what the rest of the paragraph is about. Look at the first sentence of each paragraph. Try to match the headings based on topic sentences alone. This is a real time saver. Now remember that we are looking for a match of meaning. So you might find similar vocabulary or at least a similar meaning in the topic sentence. If not, if you're not able to find it in the topic sentence, then look at the final sentence of the paragraph. What we're trying to do with this strategy is to simply avoid the reading and rereading of an entire paragraph and being a bit more tactical about it. So let's imagine that you have skim read the text. And here are the headings. I'm only going to show you 5. We're just doing a little bit of practice for this. What are the keywords in the slide of the headings? Let's look at heading 1. What are the keywords? Appearance and location. Why not seaweeds? Well, the whole article is about seaweeds. In number 2, what is the keyword? Nutritional value. So I'm not going to give you the whole paragraph, just the topic sentence. Match this topic sentence to one of the headings. Seaweed is a particularly wholesome food which absorbs and concentrates traces of a wide variety of minerals necessary to the body's health. Which section is this a match for? This is a match for number 2. Use Roman numerals because we have the nutritional value of seaweed and the idea of wholesome food. Next step is to eliminate the option, so we're narrowing down the options for the rest of the passage. How about this one? Topic sentence, section D. Seaweeds are divided into 3 classes determined by colour, red, brown and green, and each tends to live in a specific position. This is a match for number 1. We have the same meaning of appearance and location. And a last example. Topic sentence section E. Propagation of seaweeds occurs by seed-like spores or by fertilization of egg cells. This matches with the meaning of 3. How seaweeds reproduce and grow. One thing I'd like to recommend is the academic word list, or the AWL. I will put a link to it in the comment section down below. So the academic word list, particularly if you're preparing for the academic IELTS test, is a great source from where you can build your vocabulary. Let's have a look at how it is presented to you. One of the main challenges faced in this exam is the use of academic vocabulary. Use the AWL to increase your knowledge of language that might come up in the IELTS exam. Okay, so let's summarize what you need for the IELTS reading exam. Learn to read fast with surveying, skimming and scanning techniques so that you get a broad view of what it is about. And don't rely on overly intensive reading of every single part. Question types. We've had a brief look at matching headings. It's important that you increase your familiarity with all question types. And for vocabulary, we suggest that you use the AWL. So that's it for today. I hope you feel more confident when you're preparing for the IELTS reading test. Remember to like this lesson if you found it useful and share it with your friends and colleagues learning English. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any new lessons that come out. And check out these IELTS preparation videos here. I think you'll like them. Take care and see you very soon. Bye bye.